Okay, welcome to another video of making things to make it through. Today we've got another fly tying video for you, and this one I'm excited about because I'm actually going to fish this fly a lot this weekend. This one works really well in the later parts of the summer because it's kind of imitating a lot of different types of bugs. So this one is not specifically imitating one certain type of bug, but it's what we call an attractor pattern. So it's really just attracting the fish to different things. So I'm going to dress the hook first of all, and then I'm going to put some crystal flash on it to kind of add a tail end. So I'm going to tie that in, and once I secure that down, then I'm going to fold it over itself backwards so that we can kind of double it over and make it a little bit more secure in there. Lock that in, and then once I lock that in, I'm gonna send the thread back to the front of the fly, or to the front of the hook, or towards the eye of the hook, as they say. So one thing I probably did incorrectly with this is I used a lot of wraps, so you can probably reduce the wraps that you have. So once I send it to the front of the hook, then I'm gonna add some dubbing to it, so I just kind of wrap that on the thread. And that allows me to kind of then dress the hook with a thicker, buggier looking body. So you can see when I wrap it around the thread, it kind of gets tangled in there and kind of dresses that thread. And then I use that thread to then wrap back towards the bend of the hook. Just like that. So with this one, a lot of colors. You can get pretty daring with some of the colors. It doesn't matter a ton. What we're trying to do, like an attractor pattern, is we're just trying to get the fish to look at it. So I'm not imitating any bug or beetle or grasshopper. I'm trying to imitate kind of all of them. So then I get some crafting foam here, and it's not super wide. It's just wide enough to kind of wrap around the hook, and it's too long, I'll end up trimming it down. But once I lock that in, that's kind of supposed to look like the end of this type of bug. So like I said, I'm probably using too much thread, so you can reduce that thread when you're making this if you choose to do so. So we want to make it look like a bug and attract the fish, so we got to put some rubber legs in there. These are going to act like, just when the fish are looking up at it, they're going to see some bugs or some legs. So I like doing it this way, where you lock in one side and then wrap it around so it stays together, but then you end up cutting it, so then it creates kind of 4 legs for you. Just like that. I'm going to trim it so it's not kind of hanging. And while it's locked in there, you can kind of lift them up or set them down however you want them. And then I'm going to use some more dubbing to what's the word? I'm going to use some more dubbing to kind of separate those legs so they don't kind of come together. And then I'm going to use some EP fibers. This kind of creates the top of the bug. I'm going to lock in just a decent amount here, and then I'll end up crossing it back over towards the back as I wrap. So you'll see I'll lock in the first piece of it, and then I'll fold over the back piece. And I always give myself I don't bend it all the way back. I always give myself a little section so that when you lock it in, those fibers kind of shoot straight up and back rather than just straight back. So that kind of gives it just more of a thicker look as a fly. So then more dubbing to just kind of cover up those threads. And like I said, I used too many thread wraps, so I need to work on reducing that. But hey, we're here learning, and I'm just glad that I'm having fun doing this. Then I'm gonna trim that foam down, and I'll end up cutting that leg too. So the satisfying part about these flies is once you get to where you're almost done, you get to kind of give it a haircut and give it some nice, give it a nice cleaner look. And then I just lock in that foam towards the eye of the hook just one more time. So this kind of imitates a chubby Chernobyl. That's the type of fly, but this one's a lot smaller. And so usually you can look it up online, but this one's a lot smaller. So I'm doing it where I just wrap it towards the eye of the hook, just to keep it kind of locked in, keep that foam in there. And then I'm adding some dubbing again to cover up that thread. You can see those legs are kind of hanging down. And then I'm just going to give it a whip finish. This is kind of difficult because you have to hold the foam back and it kind of gets tangled everywhere. But this is just to lock it in place. And then, like any other fly that you're tying, if you just want to secure it a little bit more, you can always use some UV resin or some super glue at each one of those wrap-in points. And that will just make it so it's completely bulletproof. So this is a great dry fly if you're running a dry dropper rig, because it's a big bulky dry fly, so you can hang some tippet from it with another nymph or another leech or something under it, and it will kind of act as your strike indicator if you're fishing on lakes or something. But fish love these things, especially in the later part of the summer, and I'm going to use it a ton this weekend, so I can let you guys know how it's going. But this fly has helped a lot in the past. And then you can see I'm kind of just giving it a nice haircut, making it look handsome, making it look like it's ready. And I have no doubt that the fish are going to go wild for this thing. And because, like I said, with a dry dropper, you can fish multiple angles with this thing. So you can kind of see how it's coming together here. And then you can use that with some float just to make sure that it's buoyant enough. If you tie another one, you can also add some extra foam to give it some more buoyancy. But this is making things to make it through. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and we'll catch you in the next one.